Welcome to Brookfield Central High School. I'm Ms. Burchell. I am the face and voice of Student Services, so if you ever call or come into the office, I will be here. And these are some tips and tricks for students and parents.
Hi, I'm Mr. Groh, one of the counselors at Brookfield Central, and I'm here to talk about supports. Brookfield Central has lots of ways to help support you. One of the ways is your school counselor. You are divided up by alphabet, so if your last name is A through F, you have Mrs. Devine. G through LE, you have Mrs. Primo. LI through RI, you have Mrs. Lemke. And if you're RO through Z, you have myself. You can reach out through your counselor through the email, or you can actually schedule a time with us through the Calendly links. One of the greatest supports you have are your teachers. Your teachers are always there for you and willing to answer any questions. You can ask questions in class, before class, after class, and even email your teachers. We have something called Lancer Block. Lancer Block is an opportunity where students choose who they want to see to get support. So during Lancer Block, students can connect with teachers, work on classes, work on homework, work on projects. They can also connect with their counselor. We have another opportunity called Lancer Link. Lancer Link is a community building opportunity where Lancer Block is about 4 days in a week. Lancer Link is 1 day in a week. I will now pass it to Mrs. Devine.
Hi everyone, my name is Mrs. Devine, and I am here today to talk to you about 6 important tools and apps that you will be using during your years at Brookfield Central. So the first tool is the Brookfield Central Student Services webpage. On this webpage, you can find all of our contact information as well as our way to make an appointment with us. We also have important forms on this website, so early graduation forms, PE credit option forms, as well as information about really exciting academic opportunities at Brookfield Central. You will also be assigned a Chromebook when you start at Brookfield Central. So your Chromebook, it is very important to have it with you during every class and to have it charged. This is how you will access your class assignments. If you ever have issues with your Chromebook, you can bring it right to the library and they can help you troubleshoot your issue. One of the apps that I want to talk to you guys about first and foremost is the Speak Up, Speak Out app. If you or a friend is ever struggling with a safety issue or worried about the safety for yourself or for another student, please utilize this app. Do not send us an email. If when you utilize this app, your issue or concern will be addressed right away. Through an email, we may not see it. So please utilize this app if you have concerns about safety. Some really great academic apps are the apps on this screen here. So the first one is Infinite Campus. This is an app that you should always have up on your Chromebook in one of your tabs. This is a great way for you to access your grades, your schedule, see who your teachers are for your classes. So this should always be up so you can keep track of assignments that you have in or assignments that might be missing that you'll need to make up. Canvas is another important app. This is where all of your classes are housed. So all of the assignments for your classes are in Canvas, as well as some exams and quizzes. So this is another very useful app. Lancer Block Scheduler. Mr. Groh talked about Lancer Block, which is a time to access your teachers, to make appointments with them, to ask questions, maybe finish an exam, get help in a certain class. So Lancer Block Scheduler is how you will schedule time with those teachers. So we encourage students every day to log into Lancer Block Scheduler and pick a teacher that they would like to visit the next day during Lancer Block. Zello is another great tool for you during your 4 years in high school. This is an excellent exploratory tool for careers, academics after high school, and we'll be working with you guys to utilize Zello as you go through your years at BC. Zoom is another tool that you're probably familiar with because you may have been using it quite a bit during your 8th grade year. It's just a great way to access your class when you're not able to be there in person. Some Google apps that you all may be familiar with, but I want to reiterate to you because their importance in high school, it may be heightened. So the first app would be Google Drive. This is where you can create documents, spreadsheets, presentations, and share them out with people, like your teachers, maybe you're in a group with people. So utilizing Google Drive would be helpful. Gmail as well. This is another app that I want you guys to all have on your Chromebook desktop at all times. This is an important tool for communication. So you communicating with teachers and other school staff communicating with you. So please check it regularly. Your Google Calendar as well is something that you should also have up on your toolbar on your Chromebook. You will be able to see if people schedule meetings with you. So maybe your counselor needs to see you. They'll schedule a meeting with you and it will go right onto your Google Calendar. That's why it's important to have it up so you can see when you have meetings scheduled with certain people. So now I will hand it over to Mrs. Primo.
Hi, everyone. Today I'm here to talk to you about a day in the life of a BC Lancer. So here's our typical schedule. We start off our school day at 7:55 each day. Following first block comes Lancer block or Lancer link, which is what Mr. Gross spoke about earlier. After that is second block, following third block. This is where we feed you. So if you have first lunch, you can see the time there. It starts at 11:35. Second lunch starts at 12:21. And third lunch, that is 1:05 to 1:35. We end our day with fourth block, which runs about 1:41, and we end our school day at 3:09 p.m. So what are A days and B days? So for anyone who is an avid student or a music student, you would need that course to run all year long. So as you learned when counselors were at the middle school today, that you will be selecting a course to run opposite of music. So for instance, if music is on, let's say, a red day, that may be an A day. So you would have that on the red days on the screen. And if you are in English opposite of your music, then it would be on the blue days. So that's what you could expect when you see an image like this. We do have an A day, B day calendar that you will follow. So some typical questions that we get at the high school is our policies. Like, what is the policy on cell phones? So in your classrooms, cell phones have to be put away, whether that's either in your backpack or some teachers require you to use the phone caddy. You can be on your cell phone during passing periods or during your lunch. The best way, if your parent needs to get a hold of you, would be to call the school or they could email you. Backpacks, you are allowed to carry a backpack in school, which is really nice. You'll also have a locker assigned to you. I know athletes intend to use their lockers to house some of their athletic backpacks or, you know, their baseball bats or what have you. So, but backpacks are allowed and you can carry them around. So how does the lunchroom work? You will find out your lunch in August when you receive your schedule. You'll see it recorded as A lunch, B lunch, or C lunch. And A is early, B is middle, and C is late lunch. How do I know what school supplies I need? As long as you bring the basic materials like a notebook, scratch paper, pens and pencils that first day, your teacher will cover with you what the expectation may be of additional materials you would need for their class or anything specific. How do I get involved in activities? So along with tonight, we will be sharing a PowerPoint, which will cover all of the different types of activities that we offer here at Brookfield Central. There are a ton. There is about a club for anything you can think of here at BC. So I really, really encourage you to go through that list with your family to see what types of clubs we have. And along with that is our sports teams. So go ahead and take a peek through that. On our freshman orientation day, we hope to have all of our clubs present so you can interact with some of the club members. All right, Ms. Lemke.
Hey everybody, I'm going to close us down here. My name is Ms. Lemke and I have students with last names Li through Ri. At this point, you're probably thinking, what if I have a question and I haven't had it answered yet or I don't even know what it was? There's a few more important dates that are going to be coming between now and when you start with us in September as a freshman. The biggest date you've heard many times already this evening, and that's February 22nd at 8 a.m. That is when course requests lock. So whatever you have saved in Infinite Campus becomes your request. This is especially important because we really don't have the flexibility to make changes later. So it's so important that you take the time now to think about the best fits for you. The next big date for you is going to be coming in June, and that's when you finish your middle school experience. A reiteration that it's important to finish strong because every piece of information, every skill and habit that you develop while you're still in middle school will likely come along with you to high school. So if you have some shifts you've been hoping to make and you're wanting to do more and change things up and be more mature in high school, start now. Then there are 2 more dates in August that become important for everyone. The first date is the schedule release date. That typically happens in mid-August on a Monday when you'll go ahead and log into your Infinite Campus account, select the schedule tab, and be able to see what classes you've been scheduled into and when they'll occur. That is also sometimes the time that lunches are ready, although sometimes it's another week or so until those are loaded into first term as well. The second important August date was referenced already by Mrs. Primo, and that is the 9th grade orientation day. This is typically the week before school starts in August, and we invite all of our freshmen to come in for the morning. They walk their schedule, they work with upperclassmen mentors, and you get another chance to ask all those questions where you say again, how does lunch work? I kind of remember, but I'm not sure. Can you explain it again? The other date that might be relevant for some of you is the summer school timeline. While we absolutely encourage you to take PE9 here in the fall, it's a great opportunity to continue getting to know other students, have a break in your day for physical activity. We know that some of you would prefer to take it in the summer. There is a lottery system for getting one of the seats in the Elmbrook Summer School. Please keep in mind too that this is a combined East and Central Summer School, so it is run by the district. So it's important to adhere to the deadlines that you see on this slide if this is something of interest to you. It's also important to check your family calendar before committing, as attendance does become an important component of earning credit. 2 other classes that I would highlight that occur typically in the summer. One is for credit. It's a transition to high school course. So again, if you want to brush up on some of those habits or organizational skills and feel you're most ready, you can earn a half credit for that. The other is a non-credit option, and this is aimed at students who are thinking about taking an AP, advanced placement, or college level course while in high school. And there may be a time this summer or later that you wish to take that workshop and prep for some of that high level coursework as well. And so we know, again, there's going to be questions now, questions later. You're excited, maybe you're nervous. Maybe you don't know what to think. Please don't hesitate to reach out with some of those questions if you have them. But most importantly, remember, you are going to have another chance to reach out, connect, figure out what's going on at that August orientation. So keep your eyes open for more email communications this summer and beyond. We cannot wait to see you in the fall. Go Lancers.